Hello, welcome back to
안녕하세요.
Breaking Bap. Today is episode 2, and we're gonna have some fun, lighthearted, it's supposed to be fun and lighthearted conversations about relationships. I feel like a lot of creators are talking about this right
Yeah.
now.
I'm nervous for this one,
Yeah,
to be
not to
honest.
jump
Yeah.
on like a trend or anything, but it's always fun to talk about. But we thought maybe instead of a full meal, little snacks would be appropriate. And this, look at the setup, you guys. James, I came and he just prepared all of this on his own. Thank you so much.
No, of course.
Do you want to tell them what all of this is?
Sure. Okay, so uh, s- obviously there are fruit here. So that's a very Korean thing. So we have Korean pear, we have apples, and we have oranges. This is a traditional Korean cracker with seaweed on top. It's like really crispy and nice. These are mini croissants. They're kind of viral in Korea right now. And what we're supposed to do is dip it in these two creams. This one's
Ooh.
matcha, and this one's yujacha, which is yuzu. This is kokkam, which is dried persimmon. Tteok, which is Korean style mochi. Blueberries, and some cookies for some sweetness.
So where is all of this from?
So you know what? This is actually from my parents' fridge. But the good Korean bakery stuff, those are all from a bakery that I love in Toronto. It's called Cream Bakery.
Cream?
Cream. We love them.
Kream. I've been there once, and they have amazing what is it? The square.
Yeah, the
toast
square cake.
things?
Oh, the toast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the cube croissants.
Yeah, the cube croissants.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just so good.
Honestly, I just love Korean desserts because they're not too sweet.
You sound so old right now, but yeah, agreed.
Stop. Don't, we're gonna go there already. Oh my gosh.
We're already good.
Yeah.
And you know what? What do we bring to the table in terms of like talking about relationships? I think that we're like a little older than what a lot of these other creators talking about relationships. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think so.
Not to call you old, but James is older than me.
I am old.
So
Yeah.
how old are you, James?
So I was born in '92. So I am 31 years old.
And I'm 29. So we've lived enough life and have dated enough people, I think.
Honestly, you definitely have more experience than I do.
Whoa.
Just
That's
based
true,
on our
though.
conversations.
No, that's true though.
So hopefully I have a lot to offer today because
You
we'll
will.
see.
You will. How do we want to start this? Okay, first of all, I want a
Yeah.
snack. I don't know what to start with.
Let's start with the mini croissants.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
while the cream is fresh and
Yes.
stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Here.
you just dip it?
You know what? You want to just use your hands and dip, or
I'll
you
use
poke it.
use a fork.
Do you want matcha?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Ooh, oh my gosh.
I'm gonna
this
start with
cream-
yuja.
This cream is so like
It's like so
dense.
fluffy.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Quiet on set, please. Oh my goodness.
It's okay. We love you, Ricky.
Absolutely fired. Okay.
Okay.
How much cream do I?
I'm gonna just do this. Oh, I did it like this.
Oh, that's a lot. See, this is the difference in our personalities.
Yeah.
Also, I think.
I'm a J. I don't know if this makes me a J, but
I think it does. I'm a P. We'll get into that.
Okay.
But cheers.
cheers. Mmm.
Mmm.
So crispy,
Mmm. Wow.
right? It doesn't feel like I'm eating anything.
Mmm. Oh my god.
You should try the yuja. This is
Yeah.
fantastic,
Wait, that's really good.
right?
I thought it was gonna be a little like
Dense.
chewy on the
Yeah.
inside, but it's just crispy. It's like chips and dip.
Yeah, no, this is literally the dessert style of chips and dip.
Oh my gosh. And I love yuja.
Me too. And I also like how this cream is nice and fluffy. Cheers. So good. The acidity is good in that one, right?
I like this one better.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It like cuts.
Okay.
Cool. All right, should we start talking about the spicy stuff?
I mean, let's start with.
Sorry, I don't know why I said that. That's...
I know. I was like, we're not gonna get that spicy.
Okay.
Let's start with. We'll start in a very Korean way.
Okay.
What's your MBTI? First of all, what is up with Korean people's obsession with MBTI? Although, I shouldn't speak because I kind of believe in it. Do you believe in it?
I believe in it more than the blood type stuff. Because before, Koreans
Yeah.
used to be into blood type.
People find that so strange, by the way. I think
It's
you
so
should quickly. I
strange.
think you should explain what the different blood types are.
So, well, there's four blood types. There's the A, the B, AB, and O. But like certain blood types have a certain personality,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Yeah.
And supposedly, like B is not good for guys. They're like red flags,
Bad boys. Yeah.
bad boys.
Can I guess what you are?
I don't know what I am.
What?
I don't know what I am.
Wait. What? Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
You've never donated blood?
No.
You should-
I have. Yeah. I
You should donate.
I
Blood.
should donate blood.
You should donate
If
blood.
you guys are watching this, we should all be donating blood.
Give blood. It's in you to give.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they could sponsor us
Yeah.
at
Oh,
one
I'm
point.
Canadian Blood Services.
Yeah.
Why? Okay. Anyways. Yeah. Actually. You can get so B is like the bad boy, and then like girls that are Bs are also like known to be
A little
little
spunky.
spunky
Yeah.
for sure. A's are, as what I know is like they're very what's 소심해 in English? Like careful,
Yeah.
risk adverse.
Okay. I think okay. I don't think you need to explain further. I think you would be B. No?
I think you're A. No, but I don't know. You feel like an A, but you're also like pretty adventurous and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe you're an O, the universal donor.
You know what? So both my parents are A and B, and my sister's AB. So I used to just go with the flow and be like, yeah, I'm an O, just to make all of us different.
But that doesn't even make sense.
I know it really doesn't make sense. Now
Wait.
that I'm older, I realize that really didn't make sense.
Yeah, the square, it does.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So you're not an O. So you're either an A or a B
Yeah.
or an AB.
AB. Yeah.
My money's on A.
Okay.
You should get that checked.
Well, next episode, maybe I'll get it checked out.
Yeah,
and then-
we need an update.
Yeah,
We need
we'll give you an update.
But so the blood type thing is a little ridiculous.
Okay.
But we have evolved as a culture to now rely on MBTI.
Yeah.
It's actually so culturally like widely accepted that it's like actually a thing. Like sometimes I can't believe how much people rely on it and how much people self-identify with their MBTI, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. What are you?
I am an ESFJ.
ESFJ.
Yeah. What are you? Are we completely opposites?
Yeah.
Are you like INTP?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
Crazy.
We are literally one that what? Actually, that makes sense. But like that's really interesting. I've never met
Does
someone.
it make sense?
I've
I
never
don't
met
know.
anyone who's like a total opposite of me.
Yeah.
So you're extroverted, which is a given.
Yeah.
The S is what I always forget what the S is.
S is if you're like, I think N is if you're more like imaginative, and then S is kind of like you see things how things are.
Right.
More of like a realist.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay.
Smaller box. You're a big picture thinker. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Sorry, the camera died again. I think this is just going to be a thing going forward until we figure this out.
Yeah. Until we get budget to get a new camera.
Or until Sony sponsors us,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know. But I think that was a sign that we should move on from the MBTI conversation because it's so, like, basic.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about it.
Yeah, who cares? We want to know, I want to know.
The good stuff.
Like the good stuff.
Should we talk about, do you want to try more food first?
Yes,
Or-
actually,
okay.
because that kind of increased my appetite a
Yeah,
little.
let's go there.
This one.
Okay. This is like the perfect sweet and savory crispy snack.
What is it made of?
Oh, it's like a crispy cookie. It's hard to explain. You know what I mean? The concept is weird to put seaweed on top of a sweet cookie,
I love it though.
but it's good.
I love it. I don't know what to compare this to. It's not really buttery. Is it?
It's pretty buttery.
Is it?
It's a thin, buttery crisp with seaweed on top.
Yeah.
With the umami, in seaweed.
Yeah. You should try it. If you go to your local Korean grocery store, you might be able to find this, but they're usually like rolled.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
I have never seen it flat before. But I like it. It's good.
Love it. All right. Should we go to the deep end here?
Dive right in.
Okay. Should I start?
Go ahead.
Okay. What are your biggest red flags in relationships?
I don't know about relationships, but I can tell you some red flags or icks
Oh, okay.
in men that prospective relationships.
Okay.
The first one being if he drives a Honda Civic.
Really?
Yeah.
So you judge someone based on the car?
No,
that they
like
drive?
actually, if someone
Yeah.
asked me out and everything was cool,
Uh-huh.
and then he showed up to our first date in a Honda Civic, I am like definitely gonna be tweaking.
What?
I am definitely.
What if he
gonna,
didn't drive?
If he
You'd
could.
rather him not drive?
Oh man, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I kind of want to say yeah. Like it's
Whoa.
I just
What is it?
I just feel like every Honda Civic I drive behind does something stupid to piss me off, and it's been like that's just I'm like never wrong about that. Like
Really?
yeah. Do you
You
know
know, it's
any?
like the most common car in the world, right?
I know.
Wow.
Do you not feel that way? Have you
Uh,
never experienced the Honda Civic?
you know what? I guess like your analogy of that would be like the passenger princess kind of situation.
What do you mean?
Like I really don't mind being the one driving all the time, but I would prefer if my partner had a driver's license. You know what I mean? I think that's a kind of a red flag for me.
Red
No,
flag.
actually, no, not a red flag, a yellow flag. I can't say I have any red flags because I'm very open and yeah. Like
Open to a lot of different things, really.
uh,
I pegged you as someone who would be a little bit like particular. I don't know if that's a stereotype I have about Korean men generally.
particular.
So I think you mentioned in the podcast last week, but
Yeah.
which was actually yesterday.
Why am I
but
getting nervous?
I don't know because I feel like I always call you
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
No, but I'm into that.
I'm sorry, but I feel like yeah, like I feel like you haven't dated Korean people, have you, or not many?
No.
You've never dated a
Okay,
Korean
I've
person?
dated, but I've only been in 2 serious relationships, and they both haven't been Korean.
Wow. How long did those relationships last though?
I think I'm a long-term relationship kind of guy.
So,
like
like, how-
2.5 years.
2.5 years. Okay.
And then the second one was like on and off for 2.5 years. So basically two and a half
2.5
years.
years. Wow. And they're not Korean. So I've pretty much, I mean, I've dated all sorts of people,
Yeah.
but all of my serious boyfriends have been Korean,
Really?
which is like super interesting because I don't even, Korean men, there's a stereotype that Korean men are really
Angry?
just, angry,
Yeah.
aggressive.
Is that the stereotype even these days?
Yeah, I think so. A lot of my Asian girlfriends, they actually steer clear of Korean men because they're like,
Really?
it's kind of a red flag being a Korean man.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, but not you though. You're
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
like obviously very nice, but yeah.
No, that's good to know. Yeah.
I don't know. And to be honest, my experience has been, I mean, no, not all. Some
Yeah.
of my exes have been very nice people, but most of them
Yeah.
have that problem where I think it's an insecurity thing.
Yeah.
They're really controlling. They like
Oh.
really try, and especially someone like me.
Yeah.
Like, I've been described as like a little hard to control.
Okay.
I think that was really difficult for a lot of my exes. But yeah, very manipulative,
Yeah.
gaslighty,
Really?
all that stuff. Yeah.
You know what? I feel like what you're telling me right now, it's like when your whole thing about like Korean guys being red flags. It's kind of like, you know when people walk around with their teeth with like a huge chunk of food in their mouth and they're just like so oblivious to it?
Yeah.
Like that's kind of I'm that shook.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know that.
You don't have any Korean girlfriends that like tell you this stuff?
No.
Okay,
Clearly, they want to protect me.
Yeah. Well, good thing.
Yeah.
We're friends now. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
yeah.
will tell you honestly.
You're a real one.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
It's like actually a problem.
Okay.
Like yeah. So, anyways,
this orange looks weird.
I've personally been in I want to say like 4 or 5 serious relationships, but it's weird because actually it's like I don't know if it's a curse.
Okay.
All of my relationships end
Yeah.
at the 2-year mark.
Mark.
2-ish years. I think 2 years is like the perfect amount of time
Yeah.
to know when you're fully done with somebody, right? Because I'm also
Did you know right at the 2-year mark, or
no, like
you knew earlier?
Yeah, like leading up to it, you're like, oh, this is probably not gonna end well. You know what's actually also weird for me? Sorry, I'm like just trauma topic a little
No,
bit. Like,
share. How do you have way more?
okay, yeah. Anyways, the weird thing about me and my relationships is
Okay.
like, okay, this is so weird. This is one of those things I think you're gonna not relate to at all.
That I wouldn't relate to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically,
I'm here. I'm attentive.
I call it my shower aha moment.
Okay.
Every relationship I've ever been in, even if I'm just like seeing somebody casually,
Yeah.
I know if it's gonna work out or not work out
Okay.
in a specific moment when I'm showering.
What
I'm
do you
like-
think about when you're showering?
Nothing.
Okay.
It's a feeling. It's
Okay.
like I'm showering and then all of a sudden I'll get like this wave of, whoa, this isn't right.
So
and
it's
it-
always a shower thought.
It's
for you.
always a shower thought. And then when I step out of that shower, I'm like freaking out because I'm like, damn, like I had that feeling.
Okay.
And I'm like, and then from that point on, the relationship is never the same. And then it
Well,
dwindles.
is a shower thought feeling the same? Is it always the same feeling?
It's this feeling of like dread. It's like this
that you
weird,
don't want to see that person.
or like yeah, that I want to get out or something. Maybe
okay.
maybe that's commitment issues. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, but yeah, it's weird, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's weird. It's just to each their own, you know?
Yeah. Well, how about you? Like,
When did I realize it?
or you know what?
Yeah.
I just want to. Are you seeing anybody right now? Like, we've been avoiding
Saving
this
conversations,
conversation,
yeah.
like personally,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we've been wanting to dish it out on the podcast.
Like we're friends, but we don't talk about certain things because we want to save it for you guys.
Yeah, that's how much we care.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Please support us.
but yeah, I'm so curious. Like, are you seeing anybody? Like,
Yeah.
what's the vibe right now for
Okay,
you?
right now I am not seeing anyone.
Anybody?
Not talking to anyone.
So super single.
So single.
How long have you been super single for?
Super single since end of last year. So it's December, mid and December 20, before I left for Korea.
Oh, really?
So December 2023.
Oh, you were seeing somebody?
I was seeing somebody.
Like-
but not seeing. Like, I know I was seeing them, but we weren't like anything exclusive. We weren't in a.
Oh.
I don't know why I was talking to the camera for this one. Just to make things clear.
Yeah, just to be super clear.
No, but I think I went on like maybe 5 dates with
That's
her.
a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hinge?
Online on Hinge. Yeah. How about you? Okay.
We need to talk about that.
Okay.
Okay, so this is like so embarrassing. I don't know, because it's like my first time like saying
Why
this
did you
out
see
loud.
me?
No, I actually didn't see you.
Okay, well that's fine if you saw me.
No,
Because I
no.
would want feedback on my profile.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm more than happy to do that anytime for you.
We definitely should be doing
We
that.
definitely
for
should
each
be.
other.
Well, I actually met somebody.
That
Like-
match with me?
No, I met somebody online.
Hey, okay.
Recently.
Yeah, okay, let's okay, while I eat, you're gonna
okay.
explain the story.
Okay, so I've been single for over a year, and like that, the whole year was like a shit show. Like,
2023.
yeah, like
Okay.
I'm the type of person. So basically, I'm the type of person. Ever since I was in high school, I've always been in a relationship. I feel like that is such a red flag, and I know why. Like, I've been to therapy. It's because like I didn't really have like the best relationship with my parents growing up, and so I took that out on my like love life. Like, I just always felt kind of lonely, I guess, and so I was constantly seeing people, and I've never had like an extensive period of time where I was alone. But this last year, I was like determined to fix that, and so I pretty much tried to stay away from men
Okay.
like the whole year.
2023. Okay.
But men find you,
Yeah.
and it's like,
Where did they find you? On the
like,
apps?
well, no, I wasn't really on the. Well, I mean, I had a profile, but
Yeah.
like, I don't know about you, but being a content creator, being an influencer, I feel like my whole life and work
Okay.
is on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather not have my love life also come from the internet.
Okay.
Do you feel that way?
No, honestly, I'm open to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I
James is just
yeah.
open for business. Like,
Well, honestly, I feel like I'm in a completely different mindset where I feel like I need to be more open-minded to more people. Just, you know what I mean?
different kinds of people?
Different kinds of people, just like how I meet them. You know what I mean? Like, why am I putting all of these barriers in place? Like, if they come, they come.
That is a very good attitude to have, I think.
I
because-
don't live. I'm not living it though.
Well,
Yeah.
you gotta like, but you put yourself out there, don't you?
No, I don't. I don't.
You go to like events. You are on.
Yeah.
You're on the apps. Like, what more can you do?
Make conversation and try.
Like, actually talk to
yeah,
people.
actually talk. Like I'm an attendee.
Oh,
yeah,
you're just
yeah.
like
Or like I
there.
just like chill with my friends. Like if I have time, I want to hang out with my friends. Because I feel like I don't have a lot of time. You know?
So, but it's not like a shy thing.
No, I don't think I'm that shy.
But maybe you just don't feel like the need to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, are you just very cool with being single? Like,
Wait, okay, you should finish your story. I don't want to take over,
well,
you know?
okay, fine.
Yeah, you
Okay,
finish your story.
Where was I don't know. So, okay, anyways, being a content creator, being an influencer,
Yeah.
and being on the internet, I had so many experiences with men in the last year where, and it's so different than when I was a lawyer. When I was a lawyer and like I would tell men that, it was fine. Like, obviously they were like very cool with it, if
Yeah.
not very excited by that, barf, but like, now I tell
Yeah.
men that I'm an influencer, and
Yeah.
it goes either one of two ways. they either get really excited by that and like either super creepy or like super weird
Really?
about it, and they don't even treat me like a person,
Okay.
or they like run in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
And that's happened a lot, and it really affected my confidence for a bit because I was like, what is wrong with me? Like,
Yeah.
am I ugly in my videos? Like, am I sharing too much? Like, is it intimidating? Like, and I really had like a hard think about like why.
Yeah.
I don't know why still, but anyways, so I was on the apps
Yeah.
and matched with this person, and like again, it started off like me being super skeptical. Like
Okay.
they always ask for your Instagram, and you're like, ugh, I don't have a personal Instagram account. Do you?
Yeah. No.
Oh yeah, me
No.
neither. So
my name is my Instagram.
yeah, no,
account.
literally,
Yeah,
literally.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
like I gave this person my Instagram, and I was like fully expecting him to never like contact me again.
Yeah.
But you know, I was wrong, and he's like very normal about it.
I'm excited to meet him one day.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
We're not officially dating
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
I think we're exclusive. This
Okay.
is so weird to say. Like, I feel
No,
like he's
it's not
gonna
weird.
watch this,
Okay.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
he should be your biggest hype man. Like,
yeah,
this
no,
is, that's sick.
he really is. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't experienced that in a really long time, where I feel like super comfortable with somebody.
Yeah.
Despite like, because everyone assumes I'm comfortable sharing everything and anything because I share so much on my social medias, but like when it comes to the really vulnerable stuff, it's like actually harder because I'm like,
For sure.
now I have to show you like the deep stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like scary.
Yeah.
But he's been really cool about that, and we get along really well. So like hopefully it works
Yeah.
out. But yeah, yeah.
I'm super excited for you, Henna.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Thank you. I mean, yeah,
It's hard to find someone that you're excited about in general.
That is so true.
You know?
That is so
It's like
true.
a lot of times you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go on this date because I feel like I should.
Yeah.
Or like, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, I should be more open minded.
Yeah.
But you seem excited. That's sick.
Yeah, I haven't felt this way in a long time. Like, because even my relationship before that, okay, I made it I like thought about this. I made it a goal to not talk smack about any of my exes
Yeah.
on this podcast.
Okay. Yeah, we're not the type of people that would
Do
you know,
that, yeah.
air the laundry.
But I will say
Yeah.
that but I will say
Okay.
that what I'm experiencing now
Yeah.
is something I haven't experienced like I think ever in terms of
Wow.
just like how compatible I feel with somebody.
Mm.
Because normally like I'm a huge people pleaser.
Yep.
And I kind of mold into what I think people want me to be.
Yeah.
I think you might also have that problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know. I appreciate the
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because I think it's part of like being Korean, but also, you know, like yeah. Anyways, and so, but this time I'm really just being myself,
Amazing.
and it's like so refreshing, like super refreshing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's really hard to find. Yeah.
But that's what makes it even scarier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you're like falling in deep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
but
you're like down.
yeah,
yeah.
I'm down bad a little bit, but also like I don't know. At this age, I feel like we don't have that much time to like mess around anymore.
Yeah. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, I feel like the stakes are way higher.
Okay. Do you think it's an age thing, or you're like your life stage, or like what makes you feel that way?
Age, also me being a woman.
Okay. Like
the
the
whole-
biological time.
Yeah, like that's a real concern, and
Yeah.
like freezing your eggs is a very expensive, painful option I don't want to entertain.
Yeah.
And it just because it's not just like I'm gonna see somebody for a few years, and if that ends, whatever. Like yes, it's not the end of the world, but at the same time, like you want to make really wise, informed decisions about dating at
Yeah.
this age. No.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very intentional dating.
Yeah. Like you also date with future in mind, or like
Always.
Always.
Always. Like I would never date someone or like be in a relationship with someone if I don't see myself like marrying them. I know that sounds a little crazy.
do you want to get married?
I do want to get married. It's funny. I just had this conversation with my family where if I wasn't married, I just don't want to like compromise.
What do you mean?
So I'd rather just be single than
Oh.
compromise with it's like it's not my dream to get married.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's not my dream to get married, but I would love to get married if I found the right person.
I see.
Yeah.
But what are you what are you like not willing to compromise though? Because some may say
Yeah.
relationships are about compromise.
That's a good question. Family, like how they treat their family. I don't know, just like core values. Maybe I am particular. But there's just certain things where I'm not willing to compromise. Yeah, whether it be
Family's a
like
big one.
family or just like their attitude towards like I don't know, being like humble versus not. You know what I mean? Like there's, I feel like maybe these are core values that I was just so brought up with that I feel like we just wouldn't match.
So, would you ever date somebody that your parents disapprove of?
You know what? In an ideal situation, to get like real honest with the people, you know, like there's definitely an ideal candidate that your parents would want you to be with. Whether it be because my parents aren't, well, my dad's not very good at English, so like obviously if someone was Korean speaking, you know, it would be like so much easier for him way back in the day. I've never brought home a Korean girl before, so that's obviously something that, you know, had to be adjusted. But yeah, all this to say, doesn't always have to be what my parents,
Right.
but I would like their approval.
Yeah. No, it's actually like key for
Yeah.
me because I realized when I dated that guy I mentioned in the other episode, I dated somebody that my parents really
hated.
disapproved of, but
Yeah.
like for no apparent reason because they just saw a picture of him and they were like absolutely not, and I was
Yeah.
like, what the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I tried doing the whole fight for love.
Yeah.
I tried doing the whole I'm an independent person thing.
Yeah.
But it's not me. Like it's so against everything I am and what I stand for to cause my family that kind of distress. Even if it doesn't make sense, because at the end of the day, it's just not, in my opinion, it's not worth fighting the people you love the most.
Yeah.
Unless I guess, I mean, maybe I just wasn't like as in love with that person as I thought.
Okay, I just need to hear you because you brought it up last podcast
Yeah.
and you brought it up today. What did they not like about how he looked?
It's just a feeling like that they.
Oh, it was a feeling. It wasn't
Yeah.
like a feature on his face.
No,
or
no, no. It was
something.
just a feeling. Like they looked at him and they were like, "This is not the person for you." I was like,
Got it.
"What?" Like your parents have never done that, where they look at somebody and they're like, "I don't like them," because I feel like Korean parents are so judgmental.
Okay, it's funny you brought that up. Super quick, but basically, I went on a sogeting, right? Which is like sogeting is basically, I guess like Korean matchmaking, where like parents kind of set you up, their kids up between like their friends or like the aunts, uncles, whatever, right?
Who set you up?
So it was my uncle's friends' kid.
Okay.
And basically, I didn't want to come across superficial, so I didn't ask for a picture. I didn't do any of that, right? I know this may not respond well to the viewers, but
This is a blind date, like blind.
blind. But I knew about her. But so basically, I went on this date, and I just wasn't physically attracted to her at all. Yeah, that's basically
That's
what happened.
important.
That's important, and that's what I realized, that like physical attraction is. I feel like everyone has a different idea of what they're attracted to.
Of course.
But I think it's really important. I think.
You literally cannot be with someone you're not attracted to.
Yeah.
That's not even that
I
controversial.
thought attraction could come.
Sometimes it does. Sometimes I've definitely dated some uggos, and
Yeah.
then I was like, oh, they're at least they're cute in my
Yeah.
eyes.
Oh, sorry, but going back to why I brought up this story in the first place is because I went to my parents after and I was like, "Oma, Appa, I went on this sogeting."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Why didn't it work out?" I'm like, "I'm not attracted to that person." And my parents were like, "James, you're so superficial." Like, you know, like,
Really?
you know, like, like great family, like great like person. Like I heard she's a great personality. And then I showed that I was like 그냥 진짜 안 맞아. Like we're just like, I just don't see us together like in a frame. You know what I mean? Like we're just.
That's a
She's
thing.
beautiful, but in a way where like it's just not for me.
Okay, not your type.
Not my type.
What is your type? We can get to
We'll
that.
go there.
Sorry,
yeah. And then you know what? My dad did say, "Oh, 눈빛이 좀 세다." Like, you know what I mean? Which means like, oh, like
They
very
seem-
strong.
Yeah,
Seems very strong.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So then he was like, "Oh, okay, 인정," which means like I understand.
Oh,
So my dad's got my back.
interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
from that story,
Yeah.
I can probably, I think I want, like, I could guess what your type is.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, you don't, if strong features are not really your
But I
thing,
love Sid.
like personality-wise?
No, like looking.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, then I'm wrong.
Like
You-
I don't
you
like
tell me.
kangaji. I don't like dog looking.
Oh, dog pretty.
I like cat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. I like the
Interesting.
because in Korea it's like you either look like a dog or you look like a cat, like a puppy or like a 고양이.
Like cute versus
Cute,
like hot.
hot. Yeah.
Really? So you like hot girls?
Well, I like
That's so funny.
it's funny. Yeah, like a lot of my friends were split 50-50. If a girl is wearing like a baseball cap backwards, wearing like sweatpants, and some guys find that like super cute. And don't get me wrong, I think it's cute, but like that doesn't get me excited. I'm not like, oh, like I find that so cute.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
I
Like
see.
if if someone was a little bit more put together or whatever,
Right.
like I would be like, oh wow, like that would catch my eye further
Right, right.
than a cute girl
Right.
wearing a fitted backwards and
Right.
sweats. You know?
Okay, I see.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, would you say you're attracted to more like feminine presenting people, or like a little edgier, or like
I think I like feminine.
feminine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But like strong personality. You know my sister and my mom.
I mean, I haven't met your sister,
Sister,
yet,
yeah, yeah.
but
Like spunky, like you know, like has energy.
right,
I
right.
like
Has
that.
that like I don't know what the word is, but yeah, I understand
know?
what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Own mind. Okay, how about you? What's your type?
You know what? For the longest time, I was like, maybe I don't have a type because all of my exes are so different. I tasted the rainbow. You know what I mean?
Really?
Like it's giving range.
What's the one commonality?
Well, I'm like pretty extreme. Like, so I like feminine guys, but I also like really masculine guys. There's no in between. But if I look at all the people I've dated, I guess definitely more masculine. Definitely more masculine. In my healing journey, like,
Yeah.
so I used to be, before we met, I used to be like really, I don't want to say masculine, but
Yeah.
like I used to be really like closed off and not as like soft.
Really?
Yeah, but then
I'm shocked by that.
really,
Yeah.
I know it's like I know it's kind of.
You do like the get ready with me.
I know, well, I know, but like
Yeah.
I used to, like I told you, I used to be like an emo kid. I used to
Got
be
it.
like really, I don't want to say aggressive. Yeah, just closed off. And then in my healing journey, I just realized like it's okay. I feel safe enough to be softer.
Okay.
So since I became softer, I've definitely been more attracted to like masculine guys because I feel like the guy that I'm currently
What makes
seeing
someone
is
masculine?
pretty like features wise,
Oh,
or
features wise.
I mean, but
okay,
also
I interpret that very differently.
yeah, I mean, no, I mean features wise as well as personality. Like I like guys who play sports and know stuff about cars.
Football. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I guess.
Okay.
Just yeah, like the stereotypical like manly stuff. But I also need somebody who is a little bit creative because
Okay.
I also dated somebody who had literally no creative bone in his body, and it drove me insane. Like I
It's
wanted
because you couldn't talk about
I wanted
stuff?
to punch him. Like
Punch him.
literally, like we would be watching movies and he would like skip over all the emotional parts because like this is boring. I just want to watch action. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like
Okay.
that is the best part of the movie. You are not appreciating art in any way, shape, or form by doing this. And that was like actually a really big deal for me. Deal
Yeah.
breaker.
I think that shows more than him not appreciating it. It's just
Yeah.
like kind of inconsiderate because obviously you
Yeah,
enjoyed
it's
it. you know?
inconsiderate, and it's like, why are you so emotionally stunted?
Yeah.
Like you can't even handle watching someone cry. Like what's wrong with you? Anyways, I said I wasn't gonna talk smack about my exes, but you know, naturally.
Yeah. I mean, do your exes follow you on social?
One I know a few maybe.
Do you think that's weird also?
So, I'm the type of person when I break up with someone, it's over.
Oh, it's over.
Like
Done.
done, cut.
Yeah.
There's one ex that I'm on okay terms with that I.
Okay.
But yeah, no. Usually it's
I think
no contact
Yeah.
type thing. How about you?
Sorry, I don't want to dish the tea, but actually never mind. I'll stop there.
What? No, cut what?
No, because I think the one that you're friends with is my friend.
No.
Right? Oh.
No, no,
Oh, you guys are
oh
friends.
my
Oh,
God,
yeah,
no.
yeah. Oh, I guess you
don't
guys
even,
weren't really dating.
Yeah, I don't even count that as an
Oh,
ex.
okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, well, we'll
That
stop
is,
there.
oh my God, Toronto's
yeah.
way too small.
Toronto's small.
way too small. What the heck?
Toronto's small.
Yeah. Okay.
We're both from Toronto.
I
FYI.
mean, I've been here for like 10 years. I'm not
Yeah.
from here.
Yeah.
But I've been here enough to have dated the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten my.
Especially the Korean
The Korean pool is
Korean pool is small.
It's
small.
smaller than you would think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anyways, yeah, you don't follow any of your exes? Do they follow you?
Oh, I want to be friends with. I want to be friends with them.
You seem like you would be able to do that.
One of them, we followed back each other, and then one day it was just all cut ties. But
On her end?
yeah,
Oh.
I think that's tough because when you spend, for example, if we were dating for like 2.5 years, they're actually your best friend for 2.5 years. You share so much
Yeah.
life, so it's
Yeah.
so like ashua, right? Like it's so
Yeah.
like it feels like such a waste.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
No,
just,
is it too like that's such a long time?
but like you have those memories and those feelings like in your heart, as corny as that sounds, and in your head, like as long as you are aware that that existed and,
Yeah.
and you hold that dear to yourself, like I don't think it needs to manifest physically in a acquaintanceship in any way. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So, because and it does make things a little complicated. Like
For sure.
it's definitely a little.
Yeah.
Because imagine if you start dating someone new, and then they're like not cool with it. Like
Yeah, I could see why it's unfair if one of them was, you know what I mean? It's not fair
Yeah.
for that person's new partner.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I get it.
Even though you're not best friends with your ex, it's just
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like, why does he?
Care.
굳이 why? You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Maybe
yeah.
what I said is a serious red flag.
No, I think
My mentality.
No, so you're very chill. Like you're very your intentions are very good. So like honestly, I know you as a friend, so like that does not raise any red flags with me. But if you were
Yeah.
like a guy that I just met that I was seeing, I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
be a little bit like,
Unfollow that chick.
no, I wouldn't. I would never
Yeah,
say
yeah.
that, but I would just wonder like
Oh,
what
wonder
happened
why.
there. Like what
Ah.
happened there that he's still holding on to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you. I actually no. I don't think I'll even tell you offline. I don't think it's even worth talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways,
Yeah.
going forward,
hmm
what are you looking for?
I think
Like type of
that
person.
might be my biggest red flag.
You don't know?
I don't know. Yeah. And I at first I was like, do I have commitment issues?
You
But-
might.
I might.
You might.
I might, but I just don't know what I'm chasing. You know what I mean?
Well-
I'm like open to a lot of. Yeah, I'm open to a lot of people, but I just. I think that's the hardest part.
Also, this is dried
Oh yeah.
persimmon.
Should we show them what it is?
I mean, I guess Ricky can just zoom in later.
Yeah.
But it's very like ooey goo. Again, you drop one more thing and you're actually fired.
Oh yeah.
It's very ooey gooey on the inside. This is actually one of my favorite things.
It's so good.
It's so sweet.
It's a candy.
It really is.
It's nature's candy. It's in season only a few times a year. In the winter time, after the winter.
Oh, I haven't
It tastes
had
so
this-
fresh,
I haven't
right?
had this in so long.
But it's not like you could tell that it was like a fruit. You know what I mean?
What?
It's
Yeah,
not like
obviously.
just candy. You know when like candy is like literally just so gelatinous, but here I could just taste the fruit in it. You know?
Yeah, it's like very fibrous.
Yeah. Bomb.
My favorite dried fruit. Hands down.
Not too sweet either, right?
It has to be good for you, right? Maybe not. There's like a lot of sugar.
Natural sugar though.
True.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it sounds like to me, James, you
Yep.
should probably like start just like dating more.
Dating more. I think that's what I need to do.
Yeah, you gotta like figure it out.
That's why like every time I meet up with friends, I think I'm gonna start being like, hey, do you know anyone
Like
for
ask
me?
for the
Ask for it.
yeah. No, you.
It's not gonna just pop up, you know?
So yeah, what I've learned in the last few months.
Yeah.
Is it like you and I were both very like ambitious, and
Yeah.
if we want something, we go and do it. We get it. Because we trust ourselves enough that like if we want something, you have to make it happen.
Yeah.
Like love is the same thing, to be honest. You really can't just sit there and expect like the perfect person to come into your life. I think that's like only for a very select few lucky group of people.
Yeah.
Like why wouldn't you like try? Right?
Yeah.
I think that's the mentality that I had finally that made me like open to like matching with this guy and like talking to him.
Yeah.
And like accepting that I'm probably gonna get hurt in some way, shape, or form.
You won't. You can't have that mentality.
Oh no,
you
but
can't have
I
that
mean it's
mentality.
natural to get hurt though. Even if things work out,
Yeah.
you know, in a relationship with someone, you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I get that.
and I didn't want to face that, but I think I'm like readier
Yeah,
to do that. But you do have to be like proactive.
for sure.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
even with some of my girlfriends at this age, like they're like DMing random
Oh,
guys.
really? See, I never used to DM until, and I've never really DM'd a girl before, ever in my life.
Would you start?
Honestly,
It's a bit tough as a content creator though.
it's tough. It's
'Cause
tough as
people
a
can
creator. People are gonna
screenshot,
screenshot that and be
like-
like, "Yo, this guy's a creator." I've never DM'd anyone. Yeah.
So if anyone's interested in James, they have to DM you. No, like actually, because it is tough.
It's tough.
Like
It's tough.
messaging someone first when you're a creator. That's also been a big concern of mine. Not that I would
yeah.
ever, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But everyone does it. Everyone does. DMing is so normal.
It's very harmless.
DMing is so normal.
You're literally just saying hi. It's so harmless.
Yeah.
But you never know. Like people are weird. They interpret
Yeah.
things like weird.
Yeah, like if someone's being nice, people can be like, they like me.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Or if they're stupid like me and I have no idea.
Wait, speaking of red flags, what do you think is your biggest red flag?
Like my biggest.
Like if
red flag?
someone were to like meet you, what do you think is your biggest red flag?
I feel like I have to turn to the audience for this. Ricky just got up from lying down. What you have something to say?
No, this is your podcast.
Yeah. Because you know yourself the best, right?
I do. Well, I'm thinking along the lines of like Honda Civic, but I think like it should be a bit deeper than that.
Oh no, not like what your red flag is for other people.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like what is
people-
my version of the Honda Civic? I'm pretty messy. Like I'm really I cannot keep a space clean. I can't keep any of my thoughts organized. I'm very disorganized. I think that's like an ick for a lot of people.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
I think it would be a bigger ick if someone thought that they were organized but they weren't organized. At least you acknowledge it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if someone's like, okay, I'm gonna spend all day cleaning,
And it's like not even good.
it's like what just happened? Like you had 12 hours. Yeah, I think that.
I feel like
You're
you're
self-aware.
You're pretty organized though, right? I feel like it's a very type A J thing.
Organized but not. I just like things being put away.
Yeah.
I just don't like
That's
crazy
orga-
mess.
That's organized. In my world.
But
that's
it's not like
organized.
everything's filed.
True.
I'm not like that.
Okay, so what's your red flag other than being friends with your exes?
Okay, you know what? I'm lame. I feel like my stuff is boring.
What?
But I think my biggest red flag
Mm-hmm.
is that I've never felt lonely. Yeah.
Mm.
I've been alone, but even when I'm alone, I'm not lonely. And I feel like,
I'm trying to think from like a girl's perspective if that's a red flag.
I think so, because girls, I feel
Why,
like,
why is that a red flag?
I feel like the emotional connection there, because loneliness is something that a lot of people feel. And I feel like maybe I blocked out mentally certain, I don't know.
Are you emotionally unavailable, perhaps? Or like the depth of your emotions aren't as deep as you would like them to be?
I just can't enter that space. Even like sadness, I can't, it's hard for me to enter
Oh, yeah.
that space.
He was saying the
Yeah.
other day that he's never felt sad before. That might be the most unrelatable thing anyone's
Like,
ever
I'm
said
not like
to
at
me.
home and I'm like, oh, I'm sad. I've never been like, come
That's
home
so
and feel
weird.
sad.
That's so strange. I wouldn't say that's a red flag. It's just really strange. Like, I didn't know people like that existed. Level of strange to me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like sad. I told you I'm like sad every other day.
But
Like,
meanwhile, me and my sister, we grew up in the same household, the same environment.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how like Korean parents are. They're like pretty strict and you're not allowed to cry, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, my sister cries literally every single day.
yeah,
Like she feels that sadness.
yeah. Ricky cries every other day too. It's a huge,
I'm actually jealous.
huge crybaby.
I'm actually jealous.
I mean, I told him yesterday too. Like crying is a little overrated, but if you feel that it's an issue
Yeah.
because you can't like connect to other people, is that why?
I just feel like, not that girls are emotional, but girls like talking about emotional things or like different about themselves or like how they're feeling. And I'm good at listening, but
Like you can't
I
relate.
can't fully relate. Like I'm just like, okay, like let's change that. You know what I mean? And that's why I think I'm like not an F, but I am an F.
What makes you an F?
because I would always ask if someone's like okay, like are you know what I mean? Like I would always ask the question and make sure they're okay because I know that that's the more important part. But could I fully relate to that? No.
So you care
Yeah.
deeply about the well-being of others, but you can't like relate necessarily to their emotions.
Yeah.
You might be like a really nice psychopath.
Really?
I'm kidding.
Dude, is that psychopathic
You
behavior?
were so shocked. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, maybe not psychopath.
Yeah.
But like
no, like you, I need to know these things
no,
so that
I'm not.
I
No,
could
no, no.
Google
Don't.
it
No.
after.
Oh my gosh! Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm not. No, you're definitely not a psychopath. But you know, like it's actually interesting because you do connect very quickly with others because you're always looking for that like line of relatability. But it's just interesting. But maybe you don't need to. Like, why do you need to know how someone feels to be there for them? I don't think you do.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously like nice to be like, oh yeah, like I like have empathy.
Yeah.
But I mean, as long as you care for somebody and you just want them to feel better and you like love them, like why?
Yeah.
I don't think you have to stress about that.
Yeah.
That is not a red flag. I decided that's not a red flag.
I do feel like a lot of Korean people grow up with this where you're forced to suppress certain emotions growing up. So it just becomes so normalized and it's hard to tap into those certain things.
Right.
Like you'll never, to go on a lighter note, you'll never hear me like squealing of happiness. My parents would be like pangjong, like it's like don't like relax, you know?
Like you're just you're very consistent. I don't want to say monotone.
You're so nice. Yeah, I
don't wanna
appreciate
say
that. I appreciate
monotone, but this is why I keep calling you AI because you're emotional.
She's mentioned it that I don't like it's an ongoing conversation, I guess.
My first impression of James.
Yeah,
like
okay, talk about first impression.
Even before meeting you in real life, I was like watching his videos. I'm like, there's no way someone is this like happy-go-lucky, consistent. Like this person's either AI generated and he's fooling the entire internet. Or he's like like a psychopath or like he just is fake. I thought
you thought I was fake.
I think the third option
Why did you decide that we could be friends? Or why did you where did our first encounter happen?
We met for coffee at Paris Baguette.
Oh yeah. And why did you say yes to that if you thought I was potentially really
because
fake?
I could be wrong. Right?
Okay.
It's like always nice to be pleasantly surprised by people.
Yeah.
I met you and you were literally exactly the same as your videos. And I was like, whoa.
Really?
This is so weird. Yeah. But not in it didn't seem like you were trying hard to be that way. It just that is your baseline personality. And I was like, oh, I see.
Which is why I kind of wanted to do this podcast so I could talk about the real me.
Yeah. I think I hope, I was telling Ricky the other day, I hope that through this podcast, we discover something about ourselves, our personalities a bit more, because there's no end to how much you can know yourself, and especially for you don't really talk about these kinds of things often, probably.
No.
Yeah, so I hope this is going to be good for you.
Also, being able to have proper conversation with a female, where it's not I don't know. I think it's not it doesn't happen all the time. So it's especially when it's on camera.
Yeah.
It's okay, let's actually talk about real stuff.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It is. Yeah, it's hard to connect with someone of the opposite sex, in a very strictly harmless, healthy way.
Okay, speaking of that, do you think guys and girls can be best friends?
I have an opinion about this, so I think you should go first. No, I think you should go first.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be short and concise. I think a girl and a guy can be best friends, but if that person only has best friends that are one gender and can't connect to the other, if they're I think that's something I don't fully understand why.
You don't understand why someone would only have friends of the same gender?
So for example, if I was, basically.
So if a girl has only girlfriends, then you don't feel comfortable.
Oh no, I think that's I think that's very like that's very normal. I think if a girl only has guy friends and can't connect with other girls, for me, I'm just like, oh, I wonder why.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's just how I feel.
But could you be friends with someone like that?
I could be friends, but yeah, I could be friends, but I think I just don't understand why. Yeah,
I kind of used to be like that.
but how come?
When I think about it, it's because I look in university. Most
Yeah.
of my friends were guys. It was just easier for me.
Easier.
Like women scared me because there was so much wrong with me. I felt that like when I talked to women, I thought that they could see right through me and like pick me apart. Like it
Yeah.
scared me. Guys are I don't want to say guys are stupid,
Yeah.
but like it's much easier being friends with guys, especially when you have all those kinds of issues, because
Got it.
they're not like picking you apart. They're just like there.
Yeah.
So it was easier for me back then, but then when I started trying to get to know myself better and like healing some of my traumas,
Yeah.
totally flipped. I really don't have a lot of guy friends now. I find them
Really?
quite unnecessary because my female relationships are that much more like fulfilling and meaningful. Being friends with guys is like I don't know. It feels very superficial.
Got it. Do you
For
feel
the
like they're always
most
trying
part.
to
Not
will
even
you?
not even that. It's
Yeah.
just like why what's the point? Like if you can only provide me this much and a woman who really understands me
Yeah.
and I can connect to provides me with this much, like why would I spend my time here?
I think you're just very lucky though. You found great women.
Yes, because
Right?
back then I was like I did have a little trauma with like some
Yeah.
female friendships, but yeah, but it's about like working on yourself
Yeah.
to be prepared to have healthy
Yeah.
friendships like that.
Also, we're talking about straight relationships.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. So
Yeah. Because that is a whole different realm of conversation.
yeah, so like you have, I think you have a lot of friends.
I have a lot of female friends. So
Yeah.
I would say my group of friends, half of them are female.
Right.
Not half of them. I would say like my closest friends are guys, but I would have maybe 3 girls that I would say are my best friends.
And you go on like individual. I don't want to call them dates, but like you hang out one on one.
You know what? We would, but when we have conversations, it would always be a group chat with them and their partner. Like I would never just talk to
see.
my girlfriends. It's kind of I feel like that's kind of disrespectful
To the guy.
to the guy, and they're also my boys, so I'm not gonna like
Right.
whatever I share to the girl. Like I want the guy to know, and she's gonna tell him. You know what I mean? Like that. I think that
But can you be best friends with a girl that's single?
a girl that's single.
Yeah. Like yeah, that's an interesting question. Do you believe it? Do you believe in being just friends
Yeah,
with
I
someone
do.
who's
I had best friends, not best friends, really, really good friends. Oh, I think the term best friend is weird. Best. You know what I mean?
it is.
Yeah, it's a weird term.
Yeah, it is kind of
But I've
weird.
had really, really good girlfriends when we're both single.
And it harmless, nothing
Harmless.
happens.
But my theory is that guys that have sisters or like have been around a
Women.
lot of women
Yeah.
feel that way because I recently became one of my good buddies. He only grew up with brothers, and he says that it's like he doesn't believe in it. Yeah, because he's like, I would not. This doesn't come across like misogynistic or anything.
I mean, that's the famous like James disclaimer. So say it. And
No,
I'll
I
probably
don't
tell you
think so.
it's
But
fine.
I understand. He was like, I think to preface this, for example, if you you just roll with people that you're comfortable with or whatever, right? So, yeah, all this to say, his preference would be okay. Like I'm usually friends with people that I'm slightly attracted to or have been attracted to, or I find them somewhat attractive. It's not like I'm trying to wheel them or hook up with them.
Right.
But
The tension.
it's like, oh, like there is that like innate attraction at the back of his mind.
Yeah.
You know,
And that is very real.
and
I
you
think-
believe in that.
And I think that is why.
Yeah, and he's a real one
Most-
for opening.
Yeah, and
up
I
like
think
that.
that's why most of the time
Yeah.
it's really rare to find true girl-guy friendships.
Rare.
I used to believe in it
Okay.
until recently.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me about it. Tell us about it.
So last year,
Okay.
I was really close with one of my guy friends. Like so close, in fact, that it like felt like we were dating without the emotional benefits to dating. You know what I mean? Like we would
Were you kind of down for him?
like yeah, like, but there was feeling, there was a mutual feeling there that we were both not talking about for a really long time. And then, I really thought, no, it's okay, like we can just be friends, like you can just, it's fine.
But
It
there
was
was that
not,
attraction
it
there
was
to begin
not
with.
fine. It was not fine. It was actually the opposite of fine. We're not friends anymore. It's like the saddest part.
Yeah.
But it really made me think, like, even someone like me
Yeah.
who tries to be incredibly self-aware and respectful of people's boundaries and like all of that, even I fell victim to this girl guy friendship trap that I'm like, wow, if someone like me can't even navigate their way out of it, I highly doubt that a lot of people can actually, you know what I mean?
Someone like you.
Yeah, not to, you
Yeah.
know what I mean though, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, like I don't know, but I do. But the thing is, like, if I'm seeing somebody who has like friends that are women,
Yeah.
I actually have no problem with that. In fact, I think it's healthy, really healthy to have friends of the opposite sex.
Yeah.
But I think the line gets a bit blurred when like you find out like that person and that person used to date, or like that person and that person hooked up once.
Yeah.
And now they're like friends. You're kind of like, oh, okay. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything because I have no place to
Yeah.
feel any type of way about that. But it does make you think.
Have you
doesn't
ever
it?
hooked up with your friends before?
Um,
Wait, maybe we should stop. Your
No.
parents are watching this. Your parents are.
Yeah, I can say no, I haven't.
Okay.
Thank God. Actually. Yeah, like I'm trying to think. Have I? I don't think I have. No, I definitely haven't. Because I told you I was always in relationships.
Got it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there was really, if I were to do stuff like that, it would have been last year.
Okay.
But last year was a mess. Because there was that thing with that friend going on. And I met a lot of guys who would like lie about having girlfriends and then flirt with me. And then it just, like, it was actually like such a mess. It really was disheartening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about boys? What do you think about guys?
What do you
Yeah,
What
net.
do you mean? Net?
Yeah.
Net?
Yeah.
I think you know what, I will be very honest.
Yeah.
I don't really like men all that much.
Really?
Yeah. I
But you want to be with a man.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Okay.
But it's really hard to come across good ones, I think. And men
If they're
probably
not your
feel,
partner, you just don't want to be around men.
yeah, like I just don't find it totally necessary unless I find something in a man that, even as friends, that is like special and unique, then I'm, like, why?
Okay.
Yeah. Like, my time is precious. I feel like don't you feel that way? Like, I don't know.
You know what? For me, I actually really don't feel that way.
Okay.
Because I just find
We're so
I
different.
feel like guys and girls are just so different, right? And I've learned so much from my sister, right? And then she like paved me the way. She broke all the barriers. She taught me, it's like, oh, you can't say this to a girl. Like, you know what I mean? And like, even when I
That's
talk with my
cute.
girlfriends,
That's cute. Yeah.
they teach me so much. Like, I feel like on the outside, it could kind of seem like I have my stuff together, but I'm oblivious to a lot of things. Yeah. I just don't know. Yeah.
Well, this is
So I find a lot of value. Maybe that's what's it called? Not manipulative, but it's kind of like an ulterior motive in my female friendships where I feel like I'm like consuming knowledge. you know?
like AI.
Yeah. Like I just feel like there's a lot of value in it.
You're so funny.
Yeah.
It's true though. There is a lot to. That's what it is. I feel like there is, at this point in my life,
Yeah.
not much to learn from men.
Okay.
'Cause okay.
Yeah.
No, I mean, aside from like you and a handful of other guy friends,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I have most of it figured out. What can a man teach me about life at this point? You know?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You know what? Not you're right, but I could see why. It's not a gender thing. It's like it's a person thing.
Yeah. It just
Like I'm sure men can offer you stuff.
Of course,
Yeah.
and there's a reason. Yeah, and I'm not saying I hate men.
Yeah.
It's just like male friendships I
Yeah.
prioritize at the very bottom of
Totally.
my social.
Like what you're looking for in
Cap-
friendships or relationships, a lot of females offer that to you.
Yes, and then
I get that.
it takes like a very special guy to
Yeah.
make me want to spend my
Time with them.
My time with them. So I think when I find going
Yeah.
back to like the fact that I'm seeing somebody, the fact that I feel that way is like a really big deal.
For sure.
I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead. I'm so nervous he's gonna watch this.
Oh, it's fine. He's gonna be your biggest fan. He's gonna be like so supportive.
I'm sure. I'm sure. But
Yeah.
okay, I'm getting like shy.
So when are you gonna introduce? Like when's the right time to introduce your partner to your parents?
Well, first of all, we're not even dating. Like we're
Okay.
not even like officially dating.
Yeah.
So
Like, would you introduce someone right away?
if we're like dating, why not?
Some people like wait a really long time.
Would you wait?
No, I need to like, because everyone that I've dated is so far from my parents like what they thought I would be with.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just need to expose them to them as early as possible, and make that person look the best in
That's
front of my
so
parents' eyes.
funny,
That's
yeah.
why like even when you like anyone comes into my house, I'm like, first thing you do, you got to insa.
Yeah.
You know,
I,
you're like,
I mean, I thought that was
yeah,
a
I prepped.
given.
But a lot of people don't
Yeah.
do that, right? So I have
Yeah.
to always prep everyone
Yeah.
to my parents.
Yeah. I also believe like
Yeah.
because my parents' opinion of who I date matters so much, I'd rather just get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Like if they're gonna have a problem with it, I need to know now
Yeah.
before I fall too deep.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to repeat what I went through with that other guy. Like never again. So I think that's important. We're gonna try these cookies now. What is this? Walnut?
I think it's a walnut
That's
chocolate
deceiving.
chip.
Okay. I thought
Okay,
it,
or pecan maybe. Let's give it a cranberry.
try it?
I don't know.
it's really dry though.
Yeah. It's kind of like shortbready. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. Almond, chocolate, shortbread, cookie.
It's good.
Yeah, I like it. I'm into
You
it.
definitely need coffee though. You want some?
It's all good. It's all good. Okay, if we're gonna end this off, what is one piece of advice that you'd give me and everyone else in your dating history?
In my dating history?
Yeah. Well, based on your experiences dating.
We really should have thought about this before we press record because I actually don't know. Let me think about this. Do you have something for me?
A piece of advice for you? I mean, I feel like you're not the one that needs advice. You found a great guy.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm really okay.
Yeah.
Here's my problem, and then
Okay.
maybe you can help me through it.
Yep.
Because I've never experienced what I'm experiencing before, like
Yep.
these feelings. Like I'm actually scared. Like, and I've already talked to him about it. He's been super kind and supportive and
Yeah.
encouraging me to just like let go of some of those like control issues I have, and you know, but it is still really scary to like make a bad investment. You know what I mean? And I feel like, what if I'm doing that right now? I know I'm not, because I don't want to say something as crazy as like, oh, he's the one.
Yeah.
Okay, but like I feel like I trust him to be the person that I think he is.
Okay.
So, like in the back of my mind, I know that everything will probably be fine.
Yep.
But yeah, like I am really anxious about like totally opening myself to somebody like that.
Yeah.
What would your advice be?
I would, if you were my sister, I would tell you to continue being honest and open, but don't give everything yet.
That's actually very realistic
Yeah.
advice.
Don't-
What do you mean
don't.
by that?
Because I think guys, it takes time for you to see someone fully.
Yes.
And I would be, if I had a daughter or if I had a sister, I'd be skeptical.
Of course,
Like you
yeah.
can't trust someone because you don't know him. You don't know his background or
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
But I think being honest is just going to propel that relationship, and you're going to be able to see the flaws and the good stuff
Right.
sooner.
Right.
The more you're honest. So I think you're doing a great job.
Right. But what do you mean by don't give everything yet?
I don't know. Don't spill your biggest, darkest secrets. Don't let him know all of you, right? It's just too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Might
Yeah.
have already done that.
Oh
but,
no,
like,
that's fine. That's fine. That's just like for me. Like I'm just like, I just You know?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not even just like your partner, just relationships in general.
In general, yeah.
You have to guard your heart a little.
Yeah,
Right?
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
A
agree
little
with that.
bit, but not too much.
I agree.
Don't be
I
standoffish.
know. No, I agree with that advice for
Yeah.
sure. And I think even if I'm not doing it intentionally, I think I'm so anxious sometimes that it naturally happens. But yeah, like it's really at this age trying to like love is like what it feels like to me is like finding the right balance between trusting
Yep.
and like protecting yourself, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, anyways, do you have any problems that you want, or I can give you?
Yeah, give me all the advice. Be like super candid, straightforward with me. And I don't mind you giving this advice to me on camera.
Okay.
Like I don't mind you just being like, okay, this is your problem. Like I'm all about. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you were like lonely,
Yeah.
I think I would be able to give you like better advice in a sense where I could tell you, oh, maybe try this, maybe try that.
Yeah.
But I feel like you're quite happy with yourself.
Yeah.
And with how your life is going, and like just you're content, and I think dating for you is about finding that person to share all that with, right? So I guess my only advice to you, but I think you're already doing a good job of it, is like, yeah, like being open-minded.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Like you're already doing that.
Okay.
But I do think if you are serious about finding somebody,
Yep.
for sure, you have to like be more proactive.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like
'Cause I feel like a lot of people that are going to be tuning into this
yeah.
could relate to us in some sort of level, whether they're like single. So, yeah. Do you have anything that you want to share with people that you think, okay, like, if you're single out there, I guess put yourself out there more.
You know what? It's ironic I'm saying this because I literally just told you I'm afraid, but
Yeah.
like don't be afraid. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. Cuz I think life is about getting hurt. That sounds so emo. But like kids learn by falling, you know. Likewise, like we have so much to learn probably.
Yeah.
Like I've never, and if I do decide to like fall for this guy and really invest in this relationship, I have to be okay with like getting hurt, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And you too, except it is kind of hard to imagine you getting hurt.
Well, maybe that's how we'll end it off. Cheers to getting hurt.
Yeah,
and
you need to get hurt more.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the answer.
Okay.
Yeah. But my final thoughts are if you ladies, you should slip into his DM because he's not gonna do it. Like it's not
Okay.
gonna
Well,
happen.
we'll end it off here. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, that was nice. I liked that conversation, and the snacks were amazing. Like this was really good.
We like the mini croissants.
Yeah, mini croissants from Cream, amazing. So, that being said, tune in next time to Breaking Bap.
And if there's anything that you guys want to like see or hear us talk about, write in our comments.
Please, we're very open.
We're very open-minded.
Disorganized, open-minded. So we definitely need some guidance here. But until we eat again, right? That's our outro. Until we eat again.
Until we eat again. Bye, guys.
Bye.